as remember last week we did have the duels, but this week it will be Daytona for the trucks, and we are here up in the booth with me, FaZe Electric, and with Dolator, Jake, and Kush Knight.
Yes, sir, that's right. It's about time. Season 5 is finally here after a couple of months of good chance to relax, off-season exhibition races, and of course some other stuff. We are finally back live inside your home, so we thank you for getting a chance to join us here because we have a lot to discuss. As Electric mentioned, we're joined by Joe Gibbs driver Kush Knight, who we usually see in the trucks, but now is going to be racing in Xfinity. So Kush Knight, welcome to the booth for the first time.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, this is going to be the first time in his life that he gets a chance to call a Truck Series race. A man who has spent his entire time in the Truck Series, who now is going to be making his Cup Series debut tomorrow night, Mr. Dolator. Welcome back to the booth there, Dolator.
I think I'm lost.
Hey, trust me, I think we all are not used to you being up here on a Wednesday night unless you get a chance to get a win. But Dolator, I am so glad to have you, Electric, and of course Kush Knight get a chance to join us. We have so much to get a chance to talk about. We've seen a lot of different changes during the off season. I mean, a lot of crazy news happening, and yet, Dolator, I'm gonna start off with you. What all happened in this off season for SHR as far as the Truck Series?
Well, had to wear a name tag a couple weeks ago that says, "Hello, my name is Dolator," because I'm still new to SHR as well. I moved over there from Roush. A lot of people, a lot of movement in Roush. Dylan is back in the league. We have Dirty Boy Jackson in Cup. Nobes is the only one to stay in Cup. Drunk had to move down due to work obligations. Also got Fluffy and JoJo on the Xfinity side. Sad Sack is returning. On the truck side, Mayhem is back down in the trucks with his stablemate Wix, Solis, and Jason Cole also moving over from Roush. So there's a couple ex-Roush-keteers over in SHR now, staying in Ford but moving over stables. There was a lot of movement. And I know there was a lot of movement not only for SHR and for Roush, but the other teams as well.
Very well said. And of course, Kush Knight, who I just mentioned, was a Truck Series driver, is going to be making his Xfinity Series debut. Kush Knight, what can you tell us what Joe Gibbs done as far as the offseason for the Truck Series?
Well, Moose is still here. He switched over to the Ford truck. He slid over to my old truck. Hopefully he can do me proud tonight. Then we got Fire Slayer dropping down from Cup all the way down to truck in the 52. We got a returning ex-JGR driver and Captain Deadman who's looking hungry. And we have Taylor Gone Flight, who's always a good chance to win.
Very well said. And of course, a little bit of other news as far as the Penske side. I do want to get a chance to talk about that because I know during this time we've had a lot of his fans in the comments asking where he is. Well, guess what? He is back tonight. He's going to be racing in the truck that I used to run in. That is the 00. That is Crab. He's going to be running tonight in the 00. Also, we see Tiger NASCAR in the 33. And of course, Terrorist Racing going to be making his debut. That's a bad gamer tag in the 34. And of course, I heard that laugh. And the GMS, as far as that crew, we have the 21 Ty Racing and the 23 T-Bird. And I think Booty Flakes went from Cup down to trucks. He'll be racing in the 24, and of course, last but certainly not least, TGS Predator is going to be driving in the 26. And of course, another news as far as Dowling's team, in the 8, Mr. Williams, 15, Wormel, 17, Electric Blade, and 87, Sikkim. And of course, last but certainly not least, Brody's team, it is going to be Captain Jack in the 20, Freedom Flyer in the 40, Marnes in the 44, and McCove, I always butcher his name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. He'll be racing in the 45. So a lot of different changes as far as the off season. If you guys remember, the last time we got a chance to see you guys was at, I believe it was at Las Vegas, where we crowned a Truck Series champion for Season 4, and that was Shake and Bake. He'll be moving on up to a different series. You guys will get a chance to find that out tomorrow, because tonight it's all about the Truck Series. Gentlemen, I'm excited. I'm pretty sure you guys are excited, and we're all excited. It's been a couple of months, And here we are in Season 5, get ready to start tonight. Dalator, you've been in many of these situations, season openers, especially with the Truck Series. So what is the one thing that you expect from as much changes that we saw in the offseason? What can play out here tonight as far as the season opener?
Well, you mentioned that there was a lot of motion with the driver lineup for Season 4 to Season 5 in the trucks. One of the things that I'll be looking for in the first stage, at least, is a lot of the feeling out process. We don't know how many drivers have been taking advantage of the exhibition races or doing private rooms as a team, but there's going to be a lot of people that are unfamiliar with each other in this race here tonight. Some people do have a lot of truck experience in this league and maybe other leagues as well, but there's going to be a feeling out process, and Stage 1 is going to be, I would think, a little bit more calmer than Stage 2, and then subsequently Stage 3. All bets are off in that final stage. You really want to make sure that you've got yourself up to the front, but you're going to need to be patient to put yourself into that position. So a lot of unknowns with the roster, not as far as talent goes. The talent is definitely there, but as far as what they can expect out of each other. So I'll be looking out for that.
And of course, I do want to get a chance to talk about some late breaking news that happened yesterday. FaZe Electric, you got traded to JGR. You're in a much different team, a much different environment for you. How does it feel to get a chance to be a part of JGR, knowing the fact that you get a chance to check out your Truck Series drivers? I mean, obviously, Fire Slayer, you've seen him run up in Cup, and he's going back down to trucks. So, what's your thoughts on y'all's trucks team tonight?
Well, all I got to say is that, going into JGR, this is always going to be a new face for me, and always having to move on to different numbers, especially the 20, knowing that they got a lot of history behind it. So I just got to pick it up for next, for tomorrow. But overall, today is for trucks. So looking forward for my new teammates to hopefully be able to work with each other and be able to get up there and hopefully get like top fives and hopefully some stage wins and possibly a win, because anything is possible here at Daytona.
Very well said. And of course, Kush Knight, who I mentioned, is having a great time. First time he's ever been in the booth. What's the one thing that you're looking forward to, especially when it comes to the season opener? And how much pressure do you think is going to be played out for the drivers tonight?
For the new drivers, I think it's a lot of pressure. For some of the old drivers, it might be a lot of pressure. I look for strategy in Daytona. Usually, for quicker plate races in this league, I've noticed there's not a lot of strategy in stage 3.
Very well said. And yet, let's go ahead and talk about the drivers that we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight. As far as the driver who I'm keeping an eye on, and some of you guys may not know, but yet, there's two drivers that I'm seeing that's going to play out really good this season. One, Captain Jack. We saw him taking on Shake and Bake in the championship race last season, and he did everything he could due to the traffic that he dealt with. But I think this season is going to be a really great season for him. And, of course, keep an eye on Fire Slayer. Fire Slayer, I mean, he's one of the drivers that has the experience. He's raced in many different leagues, and, of course, racing in Hennessy. So keep an eye on Fire Slayer tonight. Dalator, who is your driver that you're watching for tonight?
Well, you just mentioned Fire Slayer, and he's the Season 4 Daytona 500 champion. So he's got a lot of experience with restrictor plates. Guys that I'm going to look out for is TGS Predators. Flies under the radar most of the time. If he races tonight, he's going to be one of the guys that you're going to have to pass for the win. He's always very good with strategy, knows how to put himself in the right situations. Another guy who's like that is going to be Jason Cole. Always there when it counts. Even Tiger. Tiger is also another one of those guys. Finds himself in good situations, he'll be up front.
Very well said. Electric, who are you keeping an eye on tonight?
Well, like I said earlier, it's anybody's race. It comes down to really pitch strategy and staying in your line, and you just gotta make the move at the right time. So overall, I think I would pick Sikkim or somebody out of Roush because of it's so optimistic in this track that Daytona is known for anybody to win it. We've seen it in real life. We've seen it here especially. So I have one JGR as in Taylor, and I have at least somebody from Roush winning here somehow, some way out of strategy.
And of course, real quick, before I get to Kush Knight's driver to watch, I do want to go ahead and let y'all know who's going to be on the pole. And like Masope said, he started from the bottom and he's moving on up. It's going to be Moose that's going to be starting on the pole for tonight's Daytona race. Awesome stuff for Moose. He's worked so hard this offseason, and now he's ready to go. Kush Knight, who is the one driver that you're keeping an eye on tonight?
Ironic that you brought my driver up there. I was going to say my replacement before. I've been hyping this guy up since last season. He had a hell of a run at the end of the year last year, and he looks to build on it this year.
And I think he's definitely working so hard. I mean, every time if I was in a party with him, he would always practice. And I believe that we're going to be seeing this so much from Moose. But like Electric said, it is anyone's ball game. It doesn't matter if you're starting up front or if you're going to be starting in the back. It's Daytona. Anything can happen here at this super speedway. It's going to be a lot of fun. So guys, grab your popcorn, grab your Mountain Dew, because we're getting ready to go live here in just a few short moments, live from Daytona International Speedway. We thank you guys so much for joining us for Hennessy Performance League live Season 5 race. It's going to be a great time. Dalator, any final thoughts before we get a chance to go racing?
Just looking to see here who is racing and who isn't racing right now. There are a few people that are going to be running in after qualifying. So just looking to see who's the last minute addition. Don't know if the 26 of TGS is going to be in there. So opens it up for a few other people to be up at the front. So we'll see. Daytona is one of those racetracks that's very straightforward. Not a lot of strategy to be played. Get to the front, stay at the front. Not a lot of pit stop strategy until you hit that final stage. So we'll see how this plays out.
Definitely going to be a great time. Season 5, the long couple months is about to be over, and we're going to get ready to go green flag here in just a few short moments. And by the way, real quick, I do want to remind you guys about our Instagram page. Make sure you guys follow us at Hennessy Performance League. I know JoJo's been working very hard on it, so thank you to JoJo and many others behind the Instagram page. Make sure you guys go give us a follow. And don't forget, while you're watching this race, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, because we have so many great races in store for y'all. This is the Season 5 opener. We start off with the trucks tonight, and then we end things off with the Xfinity and Cup Series on Thursday night. Going to be a great doubleheader for you guys tomorrow. But, hey, it's all about the trucks. Electric, any final thoughts before we go racing?
All I can really say, if everybody that's watching this, all I can say is to them is just get ready to see a show, because there will be moves made with how aggressive this field is. There will be moves being made in the first and second stage.
Exactly. And before I do get to Kush Knight's final thoughts, I do want to say this on behalf of Dalator and myself, for those who have been involved with this league since Season 1. It's hard to believe we went from Season 1 to no booth to now we got a chance to call about now 4 different championship races for 3 different series, and of course a lot of incredible action. So we definitely appreciate everyone's support for the league. We cannot wait to get a chance to go green flag, to get a chance to kick things off with this Season 5. So once again, thank you to everyone that's watching this. Thank you guys for all your support. It's gonna be a great time here tonight. It's gonna be a greater time tomorrow night for our doubleheader. Kush Knight, your final thoughts on the race before we get things started?
I think positioning will be key tonight, and avoiding the big wrecks, because there's sure to be some big wrecks. If people make moves at Daytona, we all know what happened. There's some wrecks.
Very well said. And I think that if any truck series season opener has taught us something, is that you better be on the edge of your seats with this, because we can end up seeing some great side-by-side racing, or we can end up seeing the big one in turn 1. It's hard to say. I'm hoping I'm not jinxing that. If I am, my apologies. But but either way, though, it's going to be a great one, and we hope you guys enjoy it, because we're getting ready to go green flag racing here in about 2 minutes. So yeah, give us a few. We'll get a chance to get things going. But let's go ahead and talk about strategy. Electric, what do you think is going to be the main key strategy for this race tonight?
Like I said, people would be making moves for the first and second stage, just because, I mean, it's the first race, so you can get as much points as you can because it's Daytona. And I would say the first and second stage, some people would stay on the bottom just for points. I think that would be a smart idea. It really is not a bad idea just to stay on the bottom, but you could at the end of the stage try to make up probably a little bit of spots through the last stage. Everybody know what to do there. It's time to lock in and no letting up, and I feel like that's how you're gonna be able to win the stage or win the race possibly.
And of course, when it comes to this racetrack, anything is unpredictable. I mean, even though Moose is going to be starting up front, I mean, it's hard to tell what's going to happen to him by the end of the race. So, as far as the points, we'll know about that probably about tomorrow or Friday. So, if you guys are in the Discord, make sure you guys get a chance to check that out. Or if you guys are following us on the Instagram page, we'll get a chance to let you guys know about all the points and everything. So, Dalator, there seems to be a lot of different changes, especially with the schedules. Can you tell us anything about that?
Yeah, well, each series had the ability to vote on one of 3 schedules this off season. For this season, Trucks chose a schedule that really, I think, was one of the most well balanced schedules. The series was broken, or the tracks were broken down into 5 different genres of track: super speedway, flat tracks, intermediates, short tracks, and road courses. So this one that the Trucks picked, I think, is one of the most balanced. You go to Daytona, Phoenix, Auto Club, Road America, Darlington is the first 5. Indianapolis, Talladega, Gateway, Sonoma, Michigan is the second set of 5. Richmond, Kentucky, Pocono, Charlotte, and then the Roval. We still have the doubleheader there, but we're not going to run it on the same night. That'll be 2 different nights. And then the playoffs start in New Hampshire, then go to Vegas, Watkins Glen, Bristol, and then we'll end at Homestead. So all in all, I think that the guys in the Truck Series did a really good job of giving balance to what they wanted to see, what they wanted to run. So this is going to be exciting. We're going to see a lot of different people have a lot of different opportunities to really showcase their talent. So I'm excited to see that in the Truck Series this year, as it looks like we're able to join the room, guys.
It does look like that, and we are now... Either way, though, we're ready to go live. Either way, though. And of course, we hope you guys get a chance to enjoy this race. We know we got some people watching, so we thank you guys for watching us. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. It's going to be a great one here, boys. And of course, Kush Knight, hope you enjoy your race. First time being up in the booth. Dalator, you already know how this goes. Electric, let's go ahead and let's do this, bub.
Yep, got you. As we loading in for the green flag race, and
yeah,
I don't really know what to say, because this is the
right.
season opener, so it's gonna be a lot of pressure on some of these guys in here.
And Season 5 is underway. Green flag here at Daytona. Season 5 starts now.
With
Here we
Penske
go.
1, 2, and well, 2, 3, and 4. Lewis right there first, already leading the bottom line. Crab is going to get in front of his teammate. So that means Crab first race back here again. He will be in third.
Oh man, that was about to be a wreck. Someone went off the apron there. And of course, one thing I can't stress enough is that you're gonna have to have patience, especially for those who kind of, I wouldn't say brake check, but just kind of let off the throttle. You don't want to ruin someone's race. As we see 3 wide already in the middle of 3 and 4. Can't tell who that truck is, but they're holding on.
This is a really interesting play here by the 4 truck. Yeah, it's a really, because he willingly gave the bottom to Penske to go 1, 2, 3. So it looks like he may be trying to fall back to find his teammates, because I think there. Yep, there he is. There's Fireslayer right there, but he's gone from the lead. It looks like to outside the top 10 now. So maybe he's playing it safe. I don't know if he has a lag issue or what, but he just went all the way to the back of that train right there.
Yep. Look like
yeah.
Going back to his teammates. Go ahead, Jim.
I was gonna say, and really interesting strategy. If I was Moose, oh boy, the 8 about lagged. But anyways, really interesting strategy for Moose as he's all the way up to the back. Meanwhile, up in the front, it is 1 and 2 Penske, Tiger NASCAR, and of course, I can't believe I'm saying this, in the 00 Crab in the 2. And of course, look who's right behind Crab, someone who has been anticipating this race. Forgot what day it is, said it was race day, and now here he is in 24 of Dane Booty Flakes in third.
Yeah, with these two up in the front, people did, some people expected Crab to be up here, some people did, you know. I mean, there's always something happening with some type of driver in here. But, yeah, we do see, a mix of every team there. You see the 16, the 44, the H, the Massey, and Penske. You don't see that much SHR. They're probably just waiting, chilling in the back and waiting for the right moves. But yeah, I think this race is going to calm down probably a little bit, and then we're going to pick it back up hopefully through the stage because of how aggressive I know these drivers are. So.
It looks like there's sorry Jake, looks like there's a few that have already lost touch with the draft out there in the back. I think Solis was one of them. But back up at the front, I don't think you're going to see too much movement between that 33, the 00, or the 24. Those guys have in the past worked really well together, so I think that they're just kind of ride out some laps here, wind the stage down, and let the action happen behind them.
Definitely couldn't agree more, and we did lost Kushner, I believe. I don't know if he's still with us, but either way though, okay, all right, and of course those there in the back, that was Terrorist Racing and slowly caught up in something, so they are pretty much away from the field at the moment. Meanwhile, pole sitter Moose, who's currently in the back, who tried to find his teammates, didn't have any luck, so Moose is currently in the back. Meanwhile, up front, and like Electric said, I mean, we don't really see much movement until probably about the last lap of the stage between the 33, the 00, and the 24. I think, if for anyone's sake, just keep it cool, keep it calm. Don't want to get involved in too much of anything. Just make sure you hold on. Draft the person in front of you, and just try to go. Oh, contact being made by looks like Captain Dead Dad, but we still going green, hit the outside wall. So, yeah, craziness already.
Yep, already 3 to go in the stage. So this has gone flying by already. Is this how quick it always is? Good lord,
yeah,
how do you guys even talk about anything? Yeah, going from the track to the booth, oh my gosh, I feel like I literally just sat down for 2 laps and now we're coming to the end of the stage. Good lord.
It just seems like, oh, look at the outside, you see some...
See the 8 and the 17 working together.
17?
The 44 gets moved up.
They're trying to get it outside going as we get 2 to go.
The 8 in the wall.
The 8 is in the wall. And are we still going range? Yes, we are.
Yep,
There's only one car. And of course, we can't forget about the rule. If it's 5 laps to go, no manuals. And I don't think there is manuals at super speedways, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so far everything's been clean. But yes, here comes Crab. Crab is trying to be able to work, make a move, but Tiger's going to slowly get down to the bottom on the 00. And still your leader as we get ready to approach to the white flag for stage 1. Tiger NASCAR is looking really good. Got some help behind them. And of course, as you see, Dane's trying to be able to get some help as well.
Yeah, but there's a gap between that 24 and that 16, so Dead Dad's not going to be complacent and sit in 3rd, but Tiger, in 4th. But Tiger is going up to break the draft. Looks like he kind of knows what he's doing. The 00 and the 24 have backed the pack up, so if the run comes, they're going to go with the 33, but it really can't generate anything from 4th with the amount of gap.
Oh, it's a wreck in the 4 and the 17. Mayhem's around in the inside wall.
Oh,
the race is
we're still green. We're still green.
The packed so much. Tiger would take this
Moose.
when the Moose would be in the wall.
Moose grab
Tiger will
touching
go
dead down
ahead.
3 wide, and looks like it's going to be Tiger NASCAR that's going to win stage 1,
Oh my
followed
God.
by Crab and Dank Booty Flakes up in 3rd. And we're still growing. I thought that was a white flag, but apparently not.
Nope.
So,
I said coming to 3 to go, not.
oh, my
Yep.
bad. Read that wrong.
All good. No worries.
See the opener botches already.
I got to get him out of the way now.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, Crab is definitely looking for a move. I'm not even about to say anything about that because there's going to be problems.
I'm really interested to know why Tiger keeps jumping to the outside, because that 13 and the 16. Yeah, the 13 and the 16 just went from about 6 down in that line to about 2nd.
Yep. Yeah. And they're pushing.
We talked. Yeah, I was gonna say we talked about this. Me and the Soaps talked about this the other day. That 00 does have some history of drivers winning at Daytona. I mean, Firefly used to be in that. Yep, stage winner. Tiger NASCAR, Crab in 2nd. Tiger, or not Tiger. Sorry, Dank in 3rd. I think that might be Jack in 4th. I believe. Yeah, no, Jack was in 5th, and of course, Martins was in 4th at the time. So, really awesome. You also see Fireslayer up in the top 10, so really good for him. But yet, what matters is how the ending of the race is going to be. Dalator, I'm start off with you. What was your thoughts on that stage?
Well, initial thoughts, as it was 3 laps ago, which is very quick. You're going to have to separate that top 3. And it looks like Dank is further back in the field than he wanted to be. So there's one of those 3 that's now out of line with the first 2. You got to keep the 33, the 0,
Yep.
00, and the 24 separate to have a shot from 3rd on back.
The 21 let the 0 in.
And that's crazy to say, considering the fact that that's Hendrick, I believe.
Yeah, that's not.
That's it. Still a Chevy.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. I mean, it doesn't matter what team, it's still a Chevy, like Dalator said. Keep an eye on this outside line being led by Mars. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. I think they got H-Wicks, they got a lot of drivers on this outside line. And it's a little bit of Roush and SHR. As we see the 20 get down to the apron, he saved a good job. Oh boy, and the 8 about to go to the outside wall. He holds it up there. We're still green.
Oh, and then somebody got shoved up there by, it looked like it was that friendly fire? It could have been.
Yeah, that was H-Wicks up to the outside wall.
Man, there is a lot going on right now. There we go. We got Jason. Remember, Dalator, you said Jason Cole was going to be up there sooner or later, and they're going on 3rd with Captain Dead and the 44 right behind him.
Jason's probably one of the smarter guys in the league. He's not going to put his truck in a position that's going to compromise his track position until the very end. So, you know, IQ is a lot of the game here because you got to play chess and not checkers.
Very well said, and not only that, but I mean, you also got to think about Jason Cole. I mean, he won back-to-back races in 2 different series last season, so he knows that he's got a chance to be able to just win here. So he's thinking smarter, not harder on this one.
Go ahead, Jake.
And I was going to say, you got to be really impressed with how incredible Jason Cole has been. I mean, up there with both Tiger and Crab. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, I was gonna probably say the same thing. Cause I see Mayhem trying to build up a pylon on the outside, but it's not gonna work out. He only got 3 cars versus about more than 10. But oh, somebody got shot up. He's gonna be able to come right back down at the end of the line. But yeah, with Crab and Tiger right here, and then we got other people letting them in. I don't know. I feel like they're just waiting to set them up at the end of the race because of how well they went together.
Yeah, I mean, and the one thing I was really shocked about, and like I mentioned, it was you saw Crab trying to go to get down to the bottom, and the 21 just lets him in. And, I was just really weird to say. But either way, though, I mean, Travis right there. But Daltor brought up a really good point. You're going to have to separate both the 00 and the 33. Because otherwise, they're going to work together really good. And we're seeing that here in both, not only stage 1, but also in stage 2 as well.
Yeah, well, they lost the third partner there in the 24. He's, I think, back about 10th or so right now. I think I don't know if he took 4 tires and everybody else in front of him took 2, because, you know, fuel strategy and tires really don't matter until the final stage. But speaking of the 21 letting the 00 in, he's now behind the 24, so really didn't, you know, pan out for him to let him in. But that high line was not going to last too long, so I don't know if that was planned or not.
Another car in the wall.
And by the way, shout out to masopes who's helping us. As far as the lap counts, we do have 5 to go here in stage number 2.
Wow.
5 to go right now, and yeah, I mean, it just seemed like we just started and already we're already in stage number 2. Get ready to go up to, I believe, 4 to go.
Yeah, just with 4 to go, then it gotta be something going on here between the 13 and the 16. I'm for sure. Oh, somebody's in the wall, but
87,
keeps
Sikkim.
it. Sickham's in the wall. You know he's a little pissed about that.
Well, he thought there was a hole there that was bigger than it was, and it wasn't, and he quarter paneled somebody. And he paid the price, but. Look at this, up at the front, Tiger's doing the same thing, and Crab's sandbagging for the rest of the field. Yeah. So, I know that the two of them are in a party together, so if that's part of their strategy, and if they think that can work, but, you know, it's definitely one of those things that, you know, very interesting to watch that play out.
Wow, and they just let SHR just run that up on the high line with 3 cars. There goes H-Wicks with the 99 of Mayhem, getting that great draft from Tiger. That's what's going to come back to haunt
Yeah,
them.
look at the 34 too. Yeah, exactly.
That was
like I said.
Wow.
That was going to come back to haunt Tiger. I knew it.
And Tiger
I was waiting.
The lead.
And there go H-Wicks with that man Mayhem, and in the wall. Mayhem and H-Wicks in 1-2. SHR 1-2. Oh,
SHR 1-2, like Electric said, but I hate that for terrorist racing. Considering the fact that he worked really good with SHR, but it ended up costing him. But hey, now Tiger loses the lead to H-Wicks, Mayhem in second. Mayhem, who is one of our admins, knows what to do to win here. So do not be surprised if he's going to be able to block for his teammates. He's got Tiger NASCAR right behind him. So expect some expect some blocking from Mayhem in this stage.
Oh, whoa, Mayhem doing 99. He's definitely gonna block them to help out H-Wicks. I won't be surprised if Tiger makes a move on Mayhem and he like blocks for H-Wicks. I would not be surprised. It's the usual.
Got 2 cars on the outside there. It looks like 2 JGR trucks. I don't know how much that's going to work with just 2 of them. Not enough energy there to build up that outside.
Right.
Yeah, and something that I didn't talk about is that we've not seen a Toyota up in the top 5 except for back in stage 1 up in the top 10 with Fireslayer. It's been nothing but Fords and Chevys. So if I was the Joe Gibbs crew, I would just calm down. Don't try to use the second line. Just try to work with whoever's in front of you.
Yeah, you gotta make the moves really late because the way how this is going, it's gotta be a good finish for stage 2.
Trying to find the gap here between the 99 and the 33, because you know that 00 does not want to sit behind these two after getting passed on the outside. We knew that was going to come back and bite the 33. It was really scratching our head why he did that, but there's the outside line trying to make something happen again as the 99 is going to peek to the outside of the 88. That's for the stage.
Oh my God,
That was for the stage.
That was for the stage. There was no reason why Mayhem would have made that move except for the stage end.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I was like wondering. And by the way, I do want to point this out. We have a lot of people watching this stream live. So thank you to everyone who is taking the time out of your busy schedules to get a chance to join us for the Season 5 opener. Thank you to everyone that's watching this live. But like we said, H Wicks does win the stage number 2, followed by Mayhem tomorrow. I think Tiger was in 3rd and
Yes,
Trav was in... Yeah, okay. So, okay, thank you.
Yeah, with those, I don't know. Now it's SHR versus Penske. Now you got SHR 1-2, then you got Penske 3-4. I don't know how this is gonna work out with Tiger trying to let. Oh, I don't know how this is gonna work out.
Oh boy.
With Tiger trying to let in Crab. This is not gonna be good.
Yeah, well, you're going to have two things happen here. You're going to have the 99 and the 88 working together. You're going to have the 00 and the 33 working together. And there's the 44 going to know what's happening between the front two rows.
Yup, there you go. And Crab is starting to move back now. Yup, and H-Wicks is going, yup.
But Crab's not going to...
Oh,
boy.
You got to be smart here.
Crab's not going to be able to get to the inside, so my apologies. Go ahead.
You good. Mayhem is now in the lead now for the Daytona race. I don't know what to say because now you got Crab falling back, and you had Tiger and Crab with them two working together. They look good. They look like good teammates when it comes to super speedways, but it fell off just because of what happened in stage 2 because of the run and everything. So hopefully Crab is going to be able to, as you see him, he is leading that high line, but that's with all HMS too.
Yeah. And one thing I definitely got to point out is that something that we saw in stage 2, if you get a bunch of drivers on the outside, you'll be able to get there in no time, as what we saw with SHR and a little bit of rounds on the outside. Oh yeah, Crab is moving. He is slowly gaining up to the leaders, up to Mayhem tomorrow. But on the inside though is Marlins, H Wicks, and of course Tiger NASCAR and Mayhem. So we'll see how this goes. But right now it's all about who's going to be able to work together. Look at Crab. He's slowly making his way up to Mayhem.
Yeah, he falls back a little bit because of his turn. But there he goes, dropping up to the high line. Goes back down. That's going to mess him up like Tiger did earlier in stage 2.
So one thing that I want to mention here, I'm going to put on my Larry McReynolds bald cap. All right, I didn't even get it out yet. I want to put on my Larry McReynolds bald cap here and mention fuel strategy because the 99 and the 00 here are using the most fuel out of the entire field by leading their respective lines. The guys that are going to have the biggest advantage here are going to be the guys that are halfway back in the Crab's to the lead now, but the guys who are about 5 or 6 rows back in each line, they're not going to have to take as much fuel. Tires are going to be better because they're going to be on and off the gas. So fuel strategy in the third stage is a thing and will come to play if they decide that they're going to play nice in this sandbox.
I about saw the 16 go to the outside line, outside wall. That was really crazy, but we are still going green. But look who's up into the outside line. Looks like Tyler Racing. T-Bird, my apologies.
Yeah, I know. You got to get used to it. With T-Bird in the 20, you got to get used to it. But, yeah, with HMS leading that high line, now, since Crab ditched them, they just going to ditch them right back. And HMS 1-2. And the 20, the 16, and everybody else that was on the high line, they are going to say goodbye. They might fall back or they might stay up on the high line, but
I think that outside now is starting to come off a little bit. The 16 and the 33 made contact. 16 thought he was clear. I think he may be able to get down now. I'm not 100% sure.
Nope.
Easily wide.
Yep. But there is a line of cars on that outside still, and you know I see what Jack's trying to do. Every point matters, and he proved that last season with his battle against Shake. But if I'm them right now, I cut my losses here and try to get down and save some fuel.
Yeah, you can't just be up there and you're wasting tires and then more and more fuel as you go on. So with the people that was already on the high line, now you got T-Bird wasting, sure he probably have a little bit more fuel or tires than the leader, the used to be the leader, Mayhem, and he's still going to waste a lot, still being in that lead with Dank and Brad behind him.
Yep, and I actually, sorry, Jake, I actually found myself in this position last season. I was the only Ford in the top 10, and I was the one leading the thing, and, you know, Chevy's had a plan, and I knew I wasn't in the plan, so I had to do what I could. As it looks like that there's a wreck in the back between the 21 and the 17.
Wow, they're keeping it clean. Yeah.
And yeah, that was something I do want to point out, is that we've not seen a wreck caution, we've just seen the stage caution. So for the first race of the season, you gotta give credit where credit's due to every single truck driver that's racing tonight. They've been keeping clean. We've seen a little bit of aggressive moves here and there, but overall it's definitely been a great race to start season 5. I'm really glad you guys get a chance to join us. We've seen about a couple of different lead changes, but yet it is that beautiful 23 who is taking the lead, followed by Dave Booty Flakes, and of course T-Bird is doing an excellent job right there. Now, I mean, the question is, you know, when is the time to be able to get a chance to pit?
I think you run it out all the way. That's a strategy that has benefited me in the past. It's you got to go with the pack, though. So you got to be communicating with the people that are in your party, formulating a game plan, because you want to leapfrog these guys that are in the front. If you're the 99, the 88, the 44, because you want to get past these Penske and these HMS guys. So the only way to do that, or excuse me, the best way to do that is by leapfrogging them on pit road.
And of course, definitely do gotta send a shout out to Ghost Killer, because he did say that pit stops are in about 8 to 10 laps. But the thing is, though, is that it's going to be a really interesting one, because I mean, for our drivers, for you to be able to get a chance to come down pit road, make sure you signal up to the back straightaway, the way that everyone knows when you come down pit road. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see how that goes later on in the race.
Just to say, there goes Dank, and there goes SHR again, making the moves. There go Mayhem making that great move right there on the bottom. As he goes to the bottom, that will kill HMS right there with somebody's going to pit, but I don't know if they. I thought somebody was going to pit, but
somebody got real loose.
Yeah, the way how they got loose was crazy right there. Yeah, Dank and T-Bird fall back after him trying to make a move, trying to get him first, but it looked like it couldn't work out, so they're just going to move right back to the back of the pack, and Tiger will take it over again. Now, I feel like overall, in order to break up this pack, like you said, Jake, they have to beat them on pit road. I feel like somebody is going to send it. I feel like somebody can make it stick in pit road and like get a bunch of positions. And anybody can do that. It's just a matter about what's the braking zone. Jack in the wall.
But they're still great. That is a really awesome job to save it. Good job, guys. Just keep it going. Please make sure it's been a caution-free race so far. Great job. But the big question that we're all keeping an eye on, and I wish I had a ball cap just like Mayor McFarland, is when is the time to come down to pit road? We'll find out here eventually, but right now, the leader is Travis. Looks like the 44 Mark might be coming down to pit road. Yeah, we do see a couple of...
he's dropping to the back.
Yeah, I'll say he's losing a lot of spots, so he's going to have to work with those in the back. And of course, you see a little bit of SHR and a little bit of Joe Gibbs, and of course, Hendrick trying to work on the outside. Is not going to be able to help out this time. But now it's Trav, Tiger NASCAR, and of course, we do see, I believe that is Jason Cole in third in the top 3.
Yeah. 18 to go as they took the line there, Jake. Gotta watch Crab's fuel tank here. He's been out the front, whether it be the high lane, the low line, the most in this stage. So he's burning the most fuel. He's got the 33 behind him. Good teammate, that's help. But that outside line has had the energy this entire run, and they're making a move right now to pass him.
And HMS and CGR. I mean, not CGR. And
SHR.
and SHR again. And they got Moose back there too. I feel like that's a great duo right there with HMS and SHR combined a little bit. And there we go, as we got them moving down. Sadly, they left out a little Moose and Hitwicks in them, but they just know how to hold a line up there and like make it work. At the start of that at the start of the race, we only not at the start of the race, but after their lead, they only had 2 cars up there, and man, it's still getting behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys what, if they come off of pit road in a pack again, if you can get the 88, the 13, and the 99 to line up together, they have been scary fast. The 88 and the 99 shot past Tiger. I don't think that we really saw too many people besides the 23 and 24 that were able to do so. So it's going to be interesting if we can get that, but you gotta keep an eye on these guys that are in the back of the pack, saving the most fuel, because they're going to be on pit road the shortest, and you know that'll benefit them, but will it overly benefit them? You don't want to get too far out in front.
And you don't want to be able to be ahead as far as you are like T-Bird is, wasted so much gas. Look at the gap between him and Dave Booty Flakes.
Oh, there's a little mess happening between
Mayhem
and them.
Is it a little mess, or was that people signaling to come down a pit road?
I don't know what that was.
Signal for what Kush said, which by the way, he is...
Oh, they hitting the... Oh, that's a wreck. That's a wreck, and there goes the big one.
88! Oh, the jacket.
I thought
a caution.
I thought somebody was going to send it in pit road.
That has to be a caution, and it is. First caution of the night, and unfortunately for H-Weeks, he ended up spinning right around so many times.
Man, I'm thinking... I thought somebody was going to zoom it in pit road just to see. That's what I thought somebody was going to do. But it might be a fuel saving, or it might not for this last bit, just because of the way how the caution came out so late in the run.
I personally think, as far as saving fuel, that's out the window now. I mean, since the caution's out.
No, I mean, go ahead, Gus.
Yeah, I don't know if it's out the window.
They won't need a pit. This will be the last time that they need to for fuel at least. So. Pay window's opening.
Green flag back in the air after the first big one of the night. Crazy to say it, but it is all things Hendrick. A little bit of Penske, and of course we see some SHR with a 99 in I believe 6.
That outside line did not get through the gears good.
No,
24 has fallen 3 to 4 rows behind the 23. He's on the outside now, looking in 5th. Gonna keep on getting shuffled back there as the 23 and the 00 lead that train on the inside.
Oh, the 17 got put into the middle.
17! Straight wide for the electric blade!
Oh, he's gonna have to pray.
Oh,
Man,
boy,
this is
please.
crazy.
Oh my gosh, and we're still green.
they let him
17
in.
went down to the bottom. Good job. Make sure to stay out of the chaos.
Oh,
And there's still 3 wide in the back. Oh my gosh.
This is bad for Kraft. He don't have no teammates surrounding him. Now it's not Tiger. It's not Tiger with him now. It's just HMS CGR. I mean not CGR. I mean SHR. I keep getting them mixed up because of how fast I say it. My fault. But then you got Roush there with Sikkim. It's too many cars that don't really have a connection with him to work. I don't know.
The closest partner he has is that 34, and that 34 has been making some brave moves. You know, on teammates, on non-teammates. So I don't know how much I would be able to trust him, because he's looking out for himself, which you can't blame him for.
And I do gotta give him credit, because we did see him in the back of stage 1, and now here we are in stage 3, up into the top 10 with Sikkim. So, I mean, you pretty much say it is anyone's ball game right now.
Yep, it definitely is. The way how this race is being turned around. How many laps of fuel did they have in their truck?
Yeah, it didn't even matter. I mean, you were coming to, I think, two laps left on your tank for pits. I mean, I'm just, guesstimating.
I don't know, because if they still have to like save fuel a bit, T-Bird and Crab are probably in the most situation. Oh, and the 52 got under, got a little loose. The 8 car They truck had to move up. Oh, and there goes the. I don't.
Oh, but good save, Jason. Even though you hit Tiger, good save. We're still green.
Electric blade all the way on the hot line just because of that.
I was going to say that this seems like it could be the calm before the storm, but there's some storms brewing. Got some isolated pockets here.
Oh yeah, Solis is way off.
Oh boy.
T-Bird, it's basically up to him. Can he get his first truck win here at Daytona? And Mayhem is there too. We've seen him. He's been doing pretty good here at the Speedway. So let's see how they're gonna be able to finish it off. Had a great points day.
One of the things that I'm noticing here is I don't know how much anybody in the top 6 can trust each other. The 2 guys that I would trust that are back-to-back would be Fire Slayer and Captain Dead Dad, and they've got the 4 of Moose behind them as well. So you've got 3 JGR trucks lined up in a row. These front 5 or 6, they're flying flags with they're flying different flags on their ships. So.
And the craziest thing, is though, is that we have a little bit mixture of, Hendrick, Penske, SHR, and of course, Roush. Meanwhile, like Daltor said, we see Joe Gibbs right behind Mars. But I do have to give credit where credit's due. Trav has been making some really great moves in his first race back, so yeah. Gotta shout out to Trav on that one. Been a really great race for him, especially since he's been gone, but now he's back. And we do have 6 to go, coming to 5.
I thought Crab was going to make a move there. I was like, no, don't do it yet, because it Mayhem will. It looked like he will leave him out the dry, low-key, because of, it's every man for himself.
In the back.
Back, there are 3 wide. Tiger and them are back there. Think he's still okay in that pack. This is crazy right here.
Oh my gosh.
So, want to go back to Crab for a minute. He'd be smart to ride behind that 23 for right now, because anything that happens with the front guys, a move is going to come from behind. And Crab will have to. He'll have to capitalize on that move from behind.
34. He had to hang in there under the yellow line. Like got moved down there. But yeah, Crab is pushing them all the way out into the front. This is not a good idea right here, because if we're coming down to like 3 to 4 to go, don't be surprised if Mayhem makes a move here with Sikkim in them. Do not be surprised at all.
Yeah, but here comes the accordion effect.
Yup, and look, we have JGR back there too with I think with Dank in them. So it's a mixture of teams. And it's sort of like you have to make friends later in the race, it seems like, for this. And this is where friendship will be broken, or they're gonna have to work together to get up to that front.
What I'm starting to notice here is that 99 is sizing up the 00, because he's going to try to make that move. The 87 and the 34, I'm not sure if the 34 is on board. The 87 might be, but you're going to need all 3 of them to go together to even have a chance to break these front 2 up. But at the same time, you've got that 52, the 16, and the 4 who are in a party together and communicating what they are going to do. So the 99's got to make his move before the 52 makes his.
Yeah,
this is really
go ahead, Jake. But yeah, but like my fault, Jake. But
go ahead.
Man, because it's really like if Mayhem makes that move to the high line, do not be surprised if you see Moose got moved out of the line, but do not be surprised if you see Crab go up with him and he just goes right back down to the bottom. I would not be surprised about that if Mayhem makes that move.
I believe we are coming to 3 to go this time by, but I could be mistakenly wrong. But so far, it's definitely been a phenomenal race to start this season, in Season 5, with T-Bird taking the lead, Crab in second, Mayhem in third, and I believe Sikkim and Terrorist Racing rounding out your top 5 here at the next era, Energy 250. It has been a great race. Code Red do Phase Electric, Kush Knight, and of course Daltor and the booth calling this race. And it's definitely been a fun one. We're definitely having a blast. We're seeing a lot of different interesting strategies. We're seeing some chaos. Well, look at this. Look at the 23 and the 0 and the 99.
They keep pushing. And
you gotta watch that 99. Sorry.
No, you good, man. It's just, yeah, like you said,
there he is.
You have to look, and there you go, right there. He's getting a little bit of space, and this is what happens when you don't. It's like T-Bird is being left on an island. This is, some people want to be in first because they can pull off a great block and win the race off this, but some people just can't deal with the pressure.
I think this might be the white flag, because that 99 has been way off of the 00. If you're Crab, you have got to know that this is happening.
Yep.
Yeah, look at Mayhem sizing him up. He's trying to not only just pass him, he's trying to leapfrog them.
Oh, yeah, that's a big gap. That's a big gap versus.
We're coming to the white. We're coming to the white. But the thing is, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but whatever move that man makes, you know Crab's gonna be following him and letting T-Bird be on awesome, and hopefully Crab can go get his first win. But white flag this time by.
Honestly, that 23 is in the best position, because watch this move right here.
Whoa, what a move from Mayhem! And he's zooming to the first place position! Oh my god! Mayhem, what a move! What a move from Mayhem!
In the back.
Mayhem!
In the back.
Mayhem's leading the race!
Oh my god,
he's leading the
race!
He's leading the race by many tenths!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Can Mayhem... Can he win this race?
Oh my god.
He needs to get down.
Mayhem has to get down. Terrorist Racing might have a chance. No, T-Bird gets moved. Crab gets moved. Crab moves him. But Mayhem said, I'm going to take this home. It's a big wreck. Mayhem's going to take it. What a win.
Mayhem gets it done. Oh my god, what a win.
And what a wreck. What a wreck in the backfield. And what a win.
God.
He just slingshotted them two so badly on that turn.
What a win from Mayhem tomorrow. What a move that was. Oh my god.
Oh man. We got yo, that was a crazy move right there.
That was insane. Awesome win from Mayhem tomorrow, the 99. Awesome win.
I'm speechless. Wow. That was one of the biggest power moves I've ever seen in League Racing on this game.
I seen that move and I was like, he's by himself versus two cars.
I'm blown away that Crab did not take that runaway.
Oh my. Oh my god, what this is going to be a fun interview. Are we doing interviews for the first race or no?
Yeah.
We have to after that.
Yeah, after.
Yeah, touche.
Yo, the way how he made that move, that was a little bit. That was suspect, man. His car was. His truck was zooming.
Genius. Straight up genius by Mayhem tomorrow. I mean, he knew that he had his time. He was waiting patiently. The 23 and the 00 did not expect Mayhem to make that move, and then soon as that white flag hits going into turn one, like Daltor said, powerhouse. That wasn't just no race move. That was a powerhouse move from Mayhem tomorrow. Beautiful move for him to get the first win of the season 5, and what a great way to start this season off.
That was a major league move in a single A game.
Oh my! And we're gonna be joined by masopes here in just a few short moments. We gotta get, I'm speechless after that move. That was phenomenal.
All right, I'm gonna try to get these guys in here. Wow!
Yeah, get masopes in there.
What a absolute!
What a move!
Slugfest at the end of that.
That man smoked past two people.
Jesus.
And it was on a turn. I don't know, man. That was Mayhem just almost.
What? Oh my god. Mayhem's move.
Mayhem.
All right, so now my audio shared, but no, what Mayhem did, that's just pure play experience. That's a play driver in his element in the closing laps of trying to win a race. He's a Daytona 500 winner before, so obviously the pressure does not phase the driver of the 99 in this situation, and he's able to make that move with really no problem. I think the guys up front did, but that's why they lost the race. Hopefully we can get them in here soon and hear from these guys. I'm excited to hear from them, especially.
Invites to the top 3 have been sent. Hopefully they respond soon.
I'm hoping so too. This was just awesome race.
I don't even know what to say. That move that Mayhem pulled off, I thought T-Bird was gonna block, but he left it alone, and there go the winner.
There goes the winner. There goes T-Bird, and of course we're waiting on Crab. I don't know if Crab, after what just happened, will join us, but we'll let y'all know. But first of all, I want to say, gentlemen, what a race! What a race! First of all, Mayhem, congratulations on the win. T-Bird, what a race you have. I'm gonna ask T-Bird for opinion first, but man, you was leading the rest of that stage. You had a really great strategy. Did you ever expect the 99 to make a powerful move like that?
I'll admit I got caught out by that. What him and his 00 did there at the last lap. He just had a good move and beat me with it. That was plain and simple.
Yeah, very well said. And of course, we're still waiting to hear from Crab, but let's go ahead and get to the race winner, the 99 himself, Mayhem tomorrow. But
There go Crab.
There's Crab. Before we do get to Mayhem, let's go ahead and talk to Crab. Crab, you got a copy, bub? Oh, sorry for the language. Sorry, we do apologize for Crab's language, but Crab, welcome to the booth, man. And you had a tremendous race. Talk about your final thoughts on the final laps of that race and your first race back.
They said they can't hear you, Crab. No, they can't. Can you share your audio? You good.
Okay, yeah. You go to your party or chat. We do hear you. We do hear you. Yes.
I don't hear anything in the background now.
Okay. Hello. Yo, good.
Can you guys hear Crab in the comments? Please let us know.
Crab, you got
Yeah,
like
they hear
25 people. You got
Alright,
like
they hear
25 people watching you.
Yo, we're good, man.
Well, good, man. Man, you had a tremendous race. Your first race back. Give us your thoughts on the final lap of the race, and of course your performance overall tonight.
Oh fuck! I mean, I should have won it. I ain't gonna lie to you, but Mayhem, you gotta run. He was telling me what to do and shit, but you gotta run. And then Fire Slayer at me right after the race saying I'll deal with that after, but. I don't know, it was fun. I was nervous the first stage in the party, bro. I was like, because I haven't raced in this game in like 6 months. Well, I did that one exhibition, but I haven't touched the game since. But it was fun, though, I ain't gonna lie. It was pretty good.
And I definitely do got to give you credit. I mean, you had a phenomenal performance, and we hope to get a chance to see more of that later on with this season. But
And
I'm
gonna say, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good.
Alright. Fuck SHR. Fuck CRG, where the fuck they're called. Fuck all of them for not signing me. Shout out to Radio. That's all I gotta say, you know what I'm saying?
Don't
That's all I gotta say.
I have one question for you, Crab. It's masopes here, buddy.
What's up?
How do you feel that after today's performance, your first race back in Hennessy, I think by my calculations, if they do stand correct, you are going to be the points leader headed into Phoenix next week. How do you feel about that? Does that add any pressure to you there? What's your thoughts going through your head for that one?
I mean, it's going to look the same at the last race of the year, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be the same thing. I'm going to try to lead it the whole season.
Keep talking.
But everybody talking shit. Am I not allowed to swear in here?
I mean, we prefer you if you don't.
Go ahead. Come on.
But fuck everybody else who just running their mouth and shit. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show up to every race. You know, everybody, you know, doubting me and shit. That's all good. I don't know, play the game like that, and I shit.
Alright, so let's move on
It's
to...
funny.
Okay, let's move on to T-Bird.
We already went to T-Bird first.
To Mayhem.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go on.
How do we follow that
One more
up?
thing,
Come
one more
on.
thing. Shout out to Tiger and Mayhem and everybody who's in that that chat. Shout out to them, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have done as good as it was today. Shout out to all them.
Very well said. But yeah, let's go ahead and get a chance to talk to our race winner, man. Tomorrow, what a phenomenal move that you had. Well then, okay then. You had a phenomenal win. Talk about that move on the last lap.
It was pretty straightforward. I mean, I was kind of lifting for the whole lap, just kind of testing to see. I don't know, the Gibbs cars, from what I heard, were like trying to lift, but they weren't going to do anything. So I just kind of lifted, and it was just kind of understood like crap was going to drop off, and if the 23 slowed down, I was going to take the run, and if the 23 stayed up there, then I was going to push Crab to the win, no problem. So, I mean, it was pretty straightforward, but I mean, when I pulled out to the outside line, I knew, especially when the 87 didn't come with me, I was like, oh boy, like I better clear him. So, I'm glad I did though. It worked out.
And of course, you had a really phenomenal move. I want to get a chance to ask you, it was the lap 4 of the white flag, and you seem like you had a really great strategy. I mean, when was the time for you to be able to get a chance to lay off the gas as much as you did?
Well, I mean, I kind of tested it a little bit when we came to the end of stage 2. I was just kind of, I mean, I know I didn't win the stage. I honestly could have passed the 88, but I lifted at the end because I wanted him to win the stage. But I just kind of was checking the closing rate on that, like just to see how quick it would be, and so I kind of knew generally like what was going to go down when that move happened at the end of the race. So I just knew I needed to put myself in a position to make the move happen, and I just kind of worked out for me, I guess, being third place the way it happened.
Very well said. Gentlemen, do you guys got any questions for both T-Bird and Mayhem?
Yeah, I got not really a question for Mayhem, just a really congratulations, of course, dropping down the trucks last minute there. It's upsetting, can't race with you in Cup, man, but, good luck in Midwest with F1, of course, and you come out here, you're in your element. I would expect that move to be made really from not many other people. You've won a Daytona 500 before, and you really just looked calm in that situation and ready to take advantage of it and win the first race of the year. So congratulations and good movement.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Didn't go down to trucks by my own choice, but it just worked out that way. So.
Hey, you were a team player, and here you are with yet another truck win.
Yep, so. Absolutely. SHR 1 for 1. Let's go.
Dalator, do you have any questions for T-Bird or Mayhem?
No, I honestly don't. I'm just still speechless over that last lap. Just trying to take all of that in.
And of course, Electric, do you have any questions for both T-Bird or Mayhem?
Man, all I gotta say is, T-Bird, you did a good job. You ain't expect no move to be happening and coming into turn 1, so it's really it's not your fault. It was a good race by you, and I don't really got anything else to say, but just a great race from yourself with you working with your teammates and been able to get up there into the top 3 and able to get some great points.
17th to third with probably the most laps led tonight. Not a bad race by any stretch.
And Mayhem, I just want to say, I know you was probably jumping up and down as soon as you went through that backstretch, like, yes, I can take this win. What was your mindset? Like, what was you thinking at that moment when you had like a big lead at like the last stretch of the race, knowing that you clearly had that in the bag after what happened?
I'm gonna be honest. After the move happened, it was actually worse than when I made the move because everyone was so far behind me, and I knew on high draft I was like, oh, they're gonna come really fast. The 34 I kind of knew was going to be my teammate, so I knew he wasn't going to try anything, and it just really came down to blocking the 23. And I just kind of tried to stay up there. I just wanted to make sure he couldn't like swing up, and he still did. But I think I clipped his nose coming down, so it stopped all his momentum. And I knew coming off of 4 I'd won the race, but like coming into turn 3, I was freaking out because I just had like 4 cars in my mirror, and I was like, holy, like if I pick wrong here, it's gonna be the second greatest choke of my career, beyond Phoenix. So. I'm just glad it's out of the way. I'm glad I finally, winning all 3 series as a full-time driver. Pretty cool. I don't think too many other drivers can say they've done that. So, definitely a really cool moment.
Very cool moment indeed. And of course, the last question I'm going to ask, T-Bird, I'm going to start off with you. Like we talked about, we're heading over to Phoenix next week. What is your thoughts on Phoenix?
I think it's the first time we really get to see a driver track having to control your car in the long run a lot. I think it'll be very interesting. I think you'll get a very good picture of who's going to be fast this year and who's got a bit of a head start with a good Daytona race.
All right, and last but certainly not least, Mayhem, your thoughts on Phoenix for next week?
Well, last time I raced Phoenix in the trucks, I definitely should have won the race. But that's a different story for a different day. But I'm looking forward to it. It's a little bit of a disadvantage to be on a controller, and we'll see how we do there. But it's a track I like, so we'll see how it shakes out.
Very well said. Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna let you guys go. Great night full of racing. Once again, Mayhem, congratulations on picking up the first win of the season. Awesome race for you guys. Go enjoy it. All right. Well, that was both T-Bird and Mayhem. And of course, later on, if you guys missed the interview with Crab, you guys can get a chance to rewind it and get a chance to listen to it all over again, because I know most people will in this league. But anyways, so guys, what a phenomenal start of the Season 5 it was. I mean, we've seen crazy strategies. We've seen some awesome racing. I mean, we had a lot of people in this lobby tonight. Shout out to all the Truck Series drivers. Dalator, I mean, for the first time, get a chance to watch the Truck Series race from the booth. How much did this race meant to you, especially for a Truck Series veteran?
I'm not second guessing my decision to go to Cup, but hell, if I could have had 2 races to move back down to trucks, Eldor is number 1. This would have been number 2. Watching what Mayhem did is exactly how I would have scripted it up for myself, and just the absolute perfection in the execution, just flawless. Crab ran an awesome race, was up front the majority of the time. He said he accredited to people in his party. You could definitely tell that he was driving with a lot of confidence. T-Bird had put him in the right spot. A lot of comers and goers, but you did see that 00 up at the front a lot. 24 was up there too. So outside of the favorites for this season, I think you're going to have a bunch of guys like that 00, the 24, and a few others that are going to surprise you. So, man, it felt a lot shorter in the booth than it does on the track. So I don't know if that's something that's going to go on through the rest of the season, but hey, I'm here for it if that's the case.
Very well said. And of course, Kush Knight, this was your first time to get a chance to be up in the booth. We usually see out there on the racetrack. I mean, how does it feel to get a chance to watch the race from the booth, especially how awesome this race was?
It was wild not being in a truck and actually watching the trucks. I got my work cut out for me on these power rankings this week for trucks, by the way.
Oh man, it's gonna be a lot of fun for you and those who are doing points. So yeah, good luck with that. And Phase Electric, last but certainly not least, man, we've seen you and I have called these races so many times, but we didn't expect a race to be this quite impactful. Take us your thoughts on this race tonight, man.
Well, all I can really say is that this race was it was pretty good, especially the way how they built up the anticipation. Oh my god, I would never say that word. So the way how they build up the
anticipation.
Ending. Yeah, thank you. But like the way how they build up the ending and how more and more crazy it got at the end. So all I can say is that it was a great race today for the trucks, and just a fantastic finish right there from Mayhem and them.
As someone who's always taken trucks very seriously, this race means a lot to me because we've seen so many different changes over like the last couple of seasons, but we never knew the anticipation was going to be this huge in season 5, and it definitely brought the expectation to everything that we've seen tonight. We've seen moves, we've seen some craziness happening, we've seen the big wrecks, but most importantly, we got a chance to witness something incredible, clean racing, great racing from all of our Truck Series drivers. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to our top 3. Of course, gotta give it to T-Bird, Crab, and of course, our winner tonight in the Season 5 opener, Mr. Mayhem tomorrow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will about do it for us here in the booth. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for our double hitter at Daytona for the Xfinity Cup Series. And it's going to be a great one. We'll make sure we get you guys a booth for that one. But hey, to everyone here for the booth, myself, Dalator, Phase Electric, Kush Knight, and for everyone here, staying so long. And as far as the Truck Series, we'll see you next week at Phoenix. Have a great night, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.